Hello my friends, this is the Ford Kuga ST line interior review. I will dive deep into interior details and check the interior quality. So without further ado, let's move to the car and start reviewing this practical Ford interior. So as you can see, I have a lot of space above my head, but I like the lower sitting position, so I assume if you need to raise it up, then you should still be fine. It's really a lot of space. And I am 1 meter 85 centimeters tall. And if you go for the ST line, you will get the metal plates, metal cover on the pedals, braking and accelerator. So you will have information about navigation as well. You have the power used by motor, then you have the fuel level on the right side, and down you have the information about seat belts and the range on fuel only and the range on the battery, which gear is selected, the temperature, sign recognition around, and on the left side you have the speed screen and temperature, the music on the top. I will show you how it looks like when you change the driving style or driving adjustments. So it's normal first, eco, sport, slippery, deep snow or deep sand, and then you have the EV button on the central console. So I'm pushing it and I can choose auto EV, EV now, EV later, EV charge. So you see the engine has turned on, but we don't need it, so auto EV is just fine. The steering wheel is very comfy, feels good in hands, and you have this perforated ladder. And then if you have a ST line, you have flat steering wheel on the bottom, so material feels very good. This is rubberized material as well, and this is metal parts, at least look like a metal. Very nice, very well done. On the steering wheel you have adaptive cruise control, line keeping assistant, the speed limit for adaptive cruise control, and also limit for the maximum speed, and control for the volume, mute. Also you can reset settings. Here, horn signal. This is kind of backspace, so it's put you to the previous menu. Voice control, the music or pick up the phone, or the next music, previous music, next music, and the phone call, menu button, and also this button, menu button, is for choosing the menu. And you have soft material here, elbow rest here is also very soft. This is plastic-ish, I think, but looks like metal, like aluminium. Then you have this carbon fiber glossy material here. Looks very nice in real life. And metal handles, very solid. And control panel for mirrors and for windows. Control panel for lights, automatic high beam, automatic daily lights. You can also open the trunk from here and open the fuel cap. And this trim is looking very nice in the real life. I don't know how it looks like on the camera. Please let me know if you like it also. And I am the fan of the black trim, even if this is a kind of fingerprint magnet, but I have had it in my previous vehicle and I have in my new one the glossy black trim, so I just like it. But I understand this is the matter of the taste, so let me know if which one is your favorite trim color. Bang & Olufsen sound system. You have a middle speaker over there in the middle of the dash. Then you have a tweeters on the side in front, and you have another speakers in the doors, tweeters in the back doors, another speakers in the back doors, and some in the trunk, and possibly somewhere else. The doors are opening very wide, and you can adjust the seating position, back seat, and the lumbar support. Steering wheel is adjusted manually. Here you have a little bit scratchy plastic and place for the bottles and accessories. Scratchy plastic over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. In the places you basically don't use, I think, but still this one as well. As mentioned before, the central mirror is very wide, and here you have a rotary knob, and it's very easy to change gears. Inductive charger is here. You have two adaptive cup holders, very well thought out, electronic handbrake and auto hold button. And moving to the climate control panel, I can can tell you that having real buttons is very convenient while driving, so you can independently set up the temperature which you want. And you have a few buttons for windshield defrosting, fan speed, steering wheel heating, seat heating for you, and passenger seat. A bit above you have airflow buttons, so generally speaking, layout is thought out and very well organized. I think you are going to love it. And as you can see, unfortunately the passenger seat is regulated manually, so that's not the best way. You have some storage compartment underneath the elbow rest, and you have here, I assume, 12-volt socket as well, some routing for the cables. In terms of practicality, you have the pocket for the sunglasses, so you will never lose them. Doors on the back are opening very wide. You have door pockets on the back for the small bottles and some small accessories. The opening for the doors is very wide on the back as well. And I'm sitting on the back and behind myself, and I still have some room for my legs, for my knees, and I have good enough space, I would say 4 fingers above my head. But I can recline the seat and I can push it back and forward. Now you can see how much space you have when the chassis is mounted. There is a middle tunnel on the back which is a bit uncomfortable, but from the positive side there are heated seats, which is not usual in this segment. So big applause for Ford for giving it to us in this trim level. And for back passenger devices there are 2 USB ports. And you have a hook here, 12-volt socket. You can fold down the seats from the back. You have tow hitch. You have some hooks to mount net and hooks over here. And some storage here. Repair kit, some cables, aid kit. Boot is very decent size. Big thanks to Ford Moss for lending me this vehicle. Thanks to them I could perform a real world test and share the experience and results with you guys. So where is the Ford Kuga standing in the boot space competition among other PHEVs? Kind of in the middle aside Citroen C5 and BMW X3. The good thing about the Ford's trunk is the boxy shape, so you can actually load a lot into that space. Please keep in mind that you can sacrifice the space on the second row seats and your boot space capacity will increase. But in my experience, the more people you have on the board, the more baggage you carry. So possibly this feature will not be much needed, but please correct me in the comments if you are actually using extended space in the trunk. And the situation is not much different when you fold down the second row seats. Kuga is also kind of in the middle of competition, right beside the new BMW X1 and previously mentioned cars. It's a very good place to be. Kuga is very practical and spacious. You can't go wrong buying one. Regarding the interior, I can tell that it's very well thought out, and the biggest advantage is that it's the completely digital driver display, which I love. There are scratchy plastics in the car here and there, but they are in the places you should not bother. So the final conclusion is that the interior quality is good, adequate to the price range, and the Kuga is quite practical. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one.